Imagine you're in a room full of killers, and you can choose only one fighter to protect you. Who would this fighter be? For Dana White, the answer is simple.
To fight literally for your life, who would it be?
Jon Jones, who's in the UFC still, has never been beat.
I know.
This guy has beat everybody. And when you talk about real fighting, you know, when you talk about who the baddest man is on the planet is, when you talk about that, the real definition of what that means, you throw two guys in a room and who comes out?
Yeah.
Okay? That's the baddest man on the planet.
Imagine a fighter who exceeds the limits of techniques and strategies. A warrior who represents the art of combat sports. Is Jon Bones Jones that fighter? In the world of mixed martial arts, a sport graced by countless skilled warriors, Jones' name often surfaces not just as a champion, but as a legend, an enigma wrapped in controversy and brilliance. From the shadowy halls of New York's small gyms to the blinding lights of the UFC octagon, Jon Jones' rise to fame was spectacular, and his dominance almost mythical. Yet his career is a tapestry woven with threads of unparalleled triumphs and notorious troubles. As we unravel the story of Jon Jones, we delve into a side that is not just about the fights he won, but about the battles he fought, both in the ring and beyond. In the world of combat sports, where heroes and villains often wear the same gloves, Jones stands as a compelling character whose legacy prompts a burning question. Is Jon Jones the greatest fighter in the history of combat sports?
Who do you think is the greatest UFC fighter of all time?
Jon Jones.
Realistically, when you look at Jon's career, he's undefeated. He should be 27-0 right now. He won that fight. That fight should have been a stoppage, not a DQ. You know, the one drives me crazy. It must definitely drive him crazy. So he's undefeated. And if you look at the people that he went through, you know, to win the title, defend the title, it's very impressive, and it's undeniable that he's the greatest of all time.
Opens the fight with a flying knee on a legend.
The following years saw Jones defending his title multiple times, carving out a reputation as an indomitable force in the octagon. His style evolved from raw athleticism to a strategic, almost cerebral approach to fighting. He wasn't just winning fights, he was outsmarting and outclassing seasoned warriors. Names like Daniel Cormier, Alexander Gustafsson, and Rashad Evans were not just opponents, but milestones in the legacy of Jon Jones. Yet, Jones' career was not without its controversies. Outside the ring, battles with personal demons and legal issues threatened to overshadow his achievements.
UFC fighter Jon Bones Jones is expected in court tomorrow, the first time he'll make an appearance since APD stomped him for drag racing.
A wave of chaos broke out late last night in downtown. Well-known UFC fighter Jon Bones Jones stepped in to confront some of the vandals. Here's News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart.
These challenges added complex layers to his persona, making his story not just one of triumph, but of resilience and redemption. By the way, if you're not subscribed, you better do that now before Jon Jones comes right after you. One of the most riveting rivalries in MMA history is between Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier.
You can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
Their first encounter at UFC 182 was a masterclass in tactical fighting. Jones, known for his reach and unorthodox striking, used oblique kicks to maintain distance and disrupt Cormier's rhythm. Cormier, a wrestling Olympian, struggled to close the distance and implement his grappling game. The fight displayed Jones' ability to neutralize an opponent's strengths while showcasing his own diverse skill set. The rematch at UFC 214 was equally compelling. Jones demonstrated his growth as a fighter, exhibiting more refined striking techniques and a strategic approach to Cormier's aggressive style. The fight culminated in a high kick from Jones that left a massive mark on DC's legacy. These battles were not just about physical prowess, but a chess match of two highly skilled martial artists, two of the greatest fighters of the division. However, after some time, this legacy-defining victory was overturned to a no contest because Jones failed a USADA test.
Jon Jones was tested out of competition on December 4th. When he was tested, he tested positive for cocaine.
This fight is often hailed as one of the greatest light heavyweight bouts in UFC history and has its place in the UFC Hall of Fame. Gustafsson was the first to truly test Jones, matching him in height, reach, and skill. This fight pushed Jones to his limits, showcasing his resilience and ability to persevere under pressure. Gustafsson's boxing skill rounds with takedowns and elbow strikes to secure a victory. It was a testament to his adaptability and unyielding spirit. However, in the rematch with Gustafsson, Jones proved that he is another level fighter after finishing Alexander in the third round via TKO. The fight that crowned Jones as the youngest UFC champion was against the seasoned Mauricio Shogun Rua. This bout was a display of Jones' dynamic fighting style. He used a diverse array of techniques, from spinning elbows to flying knees, demolishing Rua. The fight was a showcase of Jones' creativity and athleticism, marking the arrival of a new breed of fighter in the MMA world. Jon Jones' first and only loss in his MMA career came against Matt Hamill on December 5th, 2009. This loss was controversial and unique because it was not due to Jones being outfought, but rather due to a disqualification. Jones was disqualified for using illegal 12-6 elbow strikes, where the elbow is brought down in a straight line, which is against the unified rules of mixed martial arts. Despite Jones dominating the fight, the referee ruled these strikes caused significant damage to Hamill, leading to the disqualification. This loss is often viewed as a controversial blemish on Jones' otherwise exceptional record. Across these fights, a clear evolution of Jones' fighting style is evident. From relying on physical attributes and instinctual fighting in his early career, Jones transitioned to a more strategic and analytical approach. His ability to adapt to different fighting styles, read his opponents, and use his reach and diverse skill set effectively has set him apart. Jones' fights are lessons about MMA strategy. Yet Jones' career was not without its controversies. Outside of the ring, battles with personal demons and legal issues threatened to overshadow his achievements. These challenges added complex layers to his persona, making his story not just one of triumph, but of resilience and redemption. As we said, Jon Jones' story is not just written within the octagon. It extends into a personal life marked by both achievements and setbacks. Known for his prowess as a fighter, Jones' life outside the ring has been equally headline-worthy, often for different reasons. His journey is a stark reminder of the duality that exists within the life of a public figure. Perhaps the most notorious incident was the 2015 hit-and-run in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jones fled the scene of an accident involving a pregnant woman, an act that led to his arrest and stripped him of the UFC title. This incident severely impacted his reputation and marked a turning point in his public image.
What I hit, I didn't know if it was a car or a truck. I didn't know if it was a man or a woman. My vision was so narrowed in, and I just knew I needed to run as fast as possible.
Jones' career has been marred by multiple doping violations. In 2016, he was pulled from UFC 200 for a potential doping violation.
A small pill he put into his body here in Albuquerque that's caused a big uproar worldwide.
And again in 2017, after testing positive for turinabol following his fight with Daniel Cormier at UFC 214.
The UFC organization was notified tonight that the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency has informed Jon Jones of a potential anti-doping policy violation stemming from an out-of-competition sample collection on June 16th, 2016.
These incidents raised questions about his integrity as an athlete. Jones' list of legal issues includes a DWI arrest in 2020 and multiple instances of driving infractions.
MMA fighter Jon Jones has been arrested again for DWI and negligent use of a firearm. The criminal complaint says officers responded to a call about gunshots along Central around 1 o'clock this morning. When they arrived, they found Jones drunk in his car.
These episodes have painted a picture of a talented but troubled individual grappling with the pressures of fame and personal demons. In September 2021, Jon Jones faced arrest in Las Vegas due to an incident involving domestic violence with his fiancée, Jessie Moses.
Slapping a woman inappropriately at an Albuquerque strip club back in April. Now for the first time, we're hearing from the woman accusing Jon Jones of battery.
This charge was eventually settled through a plea agreement. Despite these events, answer, check out this next video.